I think Livan has been everything that you've wanted. Jerry Manuel was talking before the game about his health. He's 100% healthy, and that's why he's pitching the way he is. Very savvy out there, but also doing a great job with runners in scoring position.
With the bases empty. Might be harder for Livan here as he walks the leadoff hitter, Skip Schumacher.
A hard time to get over to second base. Anything hit to the opposite field on the ground.
To his right, Cora, nice backhand, tough throw for Castillo to handle, and he gets the force play. Here's the 2-1 to Pujols, lifted to right field, and Church right there waiting for it. And so Livan gets Albert Pujols first time around. Duncan stays at first with 2 outs. So it's not as though their offense has been bereft. Slow curveball, and Ludwig taps it right back to Livan. Side retired. An old nemesis, Joel Pineiro, on the mound tonight.
Hey, listen, don't be fooled by his numbers, 5 and 8. He's been outstanding all season long. Only 11 base on balls.
Cora bounces one to the right side. Pujols comes in to play the hop. That's the first out.
The year.
Off the end of the bat, in comes Ryan, throwing across his body and in time to get Murphy for the second out. The 2-1 to right, and he grounds one down to Green. And Khalil with the overhand toss. Rick Ankiel pops up the first pitch of the second inning. Cora back to call, and Tatis at the last moment calls him off.
Might as well let him throw that 100-mile-an-hour fastball in Nationals Park.
Hit the ball hard all 3 times.
And he hits this one well to right center field. Chasing back is Fernando Martinez, and he runs it down. So Fernando with his first chance in center field, starting left field, batting cleanup, and he grounds the first pitch down to Khalil Green. 4 batters, 4 ground balls for Joel Pineiro, so the sinker working tonight.
Duncan has been that for Pineiro.
Ryan positioned perfectly for that ground ball. That's 5 straight grounders from Pineiro. 2-2 to Santos. Breaking ball pulled down to third. Green makes the toss across the diamond. Pineiro's faced 6 batters, gotten 6 ground ball outs. 0.94 lifetime hitter. But he drives one to left field. That's going to go over the head of Tatis and short hop the wall. Pineiro hustling for second, and he's got the first hit of the night for either side. A ringing double.
Livan gets over there pretty quickly.
Nicely bunted and not advancing Pineiro. The throw to first not in time. Hernandez figured he had to play at third, but Pineiro never broke. Rain starts to come down again, and Schumacher grounds one down to Murphy. Nice short hop. The throw to second gets by Cora. Trickling behind him, and Pineiro breaks for the plate and scores. The other runners advance to second and third, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. So it's an error on Murphy. No RBI. Rain comes down harder as Duncan pops it a mile high. Castillo tracking it through the raindrops and makes the grab for the first out of the inning. So Ludwig will get the opportunity with the bases loaded. 23rd intentional walk that Pujols has gotten this year. Nobody else in the league has more than 10. Struck him out. There's a big strikeout for Livan Hernandez, his second of the night. 1-2 to Ankiel. In tight. 2-2.
They're going to try to help you get through this inning. It's coming down pretty good.
The infield you can see already.
And now they're going to stop it right here.
Yep.
And I think that's the key. Once that infield starts to look shiny, you really don't have a choice, because then you risk somebody getting hurt. So at 7:48 p.m. the game is stopped with the bases loaded, 2 out, and a 2-2 count to Rick Ankiel. Here we go, a 2-2 count to Ankiel with the bases loaded. And he hits one in the air to right field, playable for Ryan Church. So Livan throws one pitch after the rain delay, gets the fly ball out. Back in the minor leagues. It's the 2-hopper to short, and Brennan Ryan with the overhand throw. 7 batters, 7 ground balls for Pineiro. 1 out in the third.
Picks up right where he left off.
One of the hallmarks of this team all year is Castillo shoots one up the middle, and the Mets have their first base runner of the game. I was going to say, it doesn't pay to do it against a good pitcher like Pineiro, who is just out there throwing strike after strike.
To be honest with you, I would never hit and run with a pitcher.
Lays down a beauty of a bunt, and Pineiro makes the play to Pujols. 1-3 on the sacrifice, moving Castillo to second. And Cora grounds this one to Schumacher. So Pineiro, 9 ground ball outs in the first 3 innings.
They're way out in front. He'll take more off.
Little tapper. And Molina slamming down the bat in frustration as Levon had him.
Guys.
Slow curve popped a mile high. And Castillo waiting for it to come down. Two hands after the second out. And he drives another one to left center. And that finds the grass. Cut off by Tatis, and this time Pineiro will stop at first. Pineiro will run 3-2 and 2 down. And Ryan rolls over one down to third. Right with a quick toss in time to get Ryan.
Between pitches.
Another ground ball for Ryan to handle. Boy, this will keep the infielders on their toes all night.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
And right down swinging. 3 pitches from Pineiro, and he has his first strikeout of the night.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Grounded down to third. Another chance for Khalil Green. And he throws out Tatis to end the inning. One in 2005 in his first 13 starts. Schumacher lines one into right. And he's on base for the third straight time.
Wondering where he went.
In the air to left field and deep. Tatis back. Has room. And that's a long first out as Schumacher hustles back to first. He's running. And the curveball swung and missed. Santos with the throw, not in time.
Here, that you guys don't get to see is the frustration on Pujols as he tried to get through that at bat.
Church hurrying in to catch the pop up by Ludwig.
Darrow and Gary Templeton with the Cardinals.
Slow ground ball by Church. Pujols scoops and flips to Pineiro for the first out. They must be the best hotel team in the league.
Jeez.
Santos lifts one to center. First fly ball against Pineiro. Boy, must have been lonely out in that outfield. Ankiel makes the play for the second out.
Well, interesting. I think it was a breaking pitch. That's why it got in the air.
The more power you're going to generate.
Grounds this one to Schumacher. Well, for Joel Pineiro, that's 15 outs. Rick Ankiel, who was at the plate when the rain delay came in the third inning, rolls the first pitch out to Cora, who makes the running toss right on target. 1 pitch and 1 out. Well, Tim Redding pitched last night for the Mets, and
there's a lot of different elements to his day today. It's a light day after that as Molina goes the other way for a base hit for the Cardinals. And here's today when we talk about Redding.
Hit to short. Cora with the flip. Castillo the turn. Double play. Side retire.
You have to start this long run and go through this entire process. That's going to have some pain. And if you finish it, that really leads some credence to how you pitch also.
See, he's playing with his.
And a hit and run, but Hernandez misses it, and Castillo is thrown out.
Wow.
So Jerry did try to play hit and run with Hernandez.
Pineiro's throwing. You know, you want to get even in this game.
Khalil Green makes the toss to Pujols. Lofted out to the second baseman Schumacher, who puts it away.
We were always red on the road and as well as home.
Little looper. Cora retreating, and they finally retire Pineiro. Like his socks. Line the other way, and a base hit for Ryan. So he's 2 for 3 on the night. Ryan has 6 steals this year, and Schumacher lofts one down the left field side. Slicing, fair ball. Landed inside the line and hopped into the stands. It's a ground rule double for Skip Schumacher.
Off the strike zone.
And he walked him, and now Pujols will come to bat with the bases loaded. And he attacks the first one and rams a base hit to left. That brings home Ryan. Schumacher heads home as well. Tatis's throw is cut off. A 2-run single for Pujols puts the Cardinals up 3-0. It was 0 for 3 tonight. Pickoff try. 2 men cover, and Castillo tags out Thurston. Cora and Castillo both went for the bag.
That Castillo wanted to go too. Step off for Hernandez.
And now Pujols is tagged out at second base. So the Cardinals lose 2 base runners without a single pitch being thrown. Daniel Murphy leading off the bottom of the 7th. Grounds one out to Brendan Ryan, who makes the running toss on target for the first out. From yesterday, up in the bullpen as Wright gets drilled.
Third.
Now comes a few steps in right before the pitch, and a double play ball to short. Tatis hits into another double play. 6-4-3.
Pittsburgh in '96.
Grounded down to David Wright. A long throw to make, right on target to get Ludwig. 1 away. Boy, Andrew Miller in that game, starter for Florida, had allowed just 1 hit through the first 7. Castillo on the backhand picks off Ankiel's ground ball and throws him out, so Descends quickly retires his first 2. Right back to Descends, who makes a nice grab. A 1-2-3 inning for Elmer Descends in his Mets debut. And Church hits one to center field, chasing Ankiel back, and he makes the grab, tumbling backwards as he went a little too far. 3-2 to Santos. And he bounces one to Khalil Green. Everything on the ground. 2 out. Love that scoreboard.
I do too.
Right back to Pineiro. Nice snag. And Pineiro reduces his the 0-2, and Green down swinging at the slider, so Descends has his first strikeout at the top of that batting order now. Pineiro grounds 1 out to Castillo, and that's the 2nd out. So 5 up and 5 down for Elmer Descends. With the Cardinals 8 hits, and he pulls one down to David Wright. Well, quite a Mets debut for Elmer Descends. 1-2, grounded to the right side. Easy for Thurston, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 9th. That is 19 ground balls, producing 20 outs.
3rd run.
Reed lines one into center field, and the Mets have their 2nd hit of the night. 1-2. Ground ball right side. Thurston will go to first, and that's the 2nd out. Reed moves up to 2nd, but now the Mets are down to their final out of the night. And Murphy grounds one toward the middle, but Thurston is there, and the ball game is over. Joel Pineiro pitches a complete game 2-hitter. The first 2-hitter of his major league career, his 5th career shutout, and his 2nd this season. The Mets are shut out for only the 3rd time this year, as the Cardinals even up the series at a game apiece on brilliant pitching by Joel Pineiro.